Fantastic. So we are live. Go ahead, Sheri.
So I guess we have what, 5 minutes here? So who would like to share something that maybe you learned about yourself as you dug into that? Yes. Is it? I see Roberta's camera.
I'm sorry, I've got the name wrong.
Yeah, I was going to say you don't look like Roberta.
No, that's my wife. I was in the what would I do with all the money?
Yeah.
Actually, the most important thing to me is to provide my wife with all the experiences, traveling and stuff that she doesn't think is a possibility. That was I was amazed that that was a thing for me. And then secondarily, to heal the discord and strife, show people a better way than always butting heads.
Oh, isn't that the truth? Yeah. And the money led me to, I've got multiple answers down there, but the one that really hit me, just because of my husband, like with your wife, things that are more personal, as I reread it, it really didn't have to do with money. But it made me really think how powerful opening my mouth can be to spread the word, right? So maybe it isn't always about money, but it can help you think and process. So who else would like to share? Any of the answers? I don't care. I just think it would be great to hear.
I didn't get all the way to the end, to the last one, but I just apparently I just I love everything, and freedom is the most important thing. And I don't know. I'm just surprised. I felt like I couldn't get down to one thing, but it all came down to freedom and travel, and it's mostly just being in the world.
But ASEA can help you do that. So, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the travel part of it's kind of on hold right now.
One thing that was kind of interesting is it always comes up. I'd love to be able to also live in a hotel room like at the Cosmopolitan Hotel. Like, it's always places that I've stayed when I've gone on ASEA trips, and that also have a big farmhouse with lots of people working there. So, I do love people. And then it always comes down to, I can't get away from healing the sick. I just noticed that always comes up for me, like.
Yeah, when I was rereading this for the umpteenth time in the last few days, that for me too, like the one, what is it that you would like to achieve in your ASEA journey, short term and long term? My short term was double diamond because we've gone diamond. But my long term was that I could always afford to any kind of natural product. I mean, my husband drinks a lot of ASEA because of what he's been through. And that's expensive. And so I always kind of kid and say, I have to work to support my husband's habit. Some people are taking drugs or whatever today, or alcohol. We drink ASEA in this house by the gallons. But he's also gone to Mexico for a treatment, and that's just chunks of cash. But it's treatments that are not as brutal as some of the ones that they offer, that we really don't ever want. But the other thing that has always been important to me, and I'm older than a lot of you. I mean, like Jack's 80, I'm 76. So your mind goes into another whole realm of life, at this point. And I never want to my mother used to say this, which is probably what triggers it, is that she said, please don't ever put me in a nursing home that smells like, pardon me, but urine. And if you've ever visited anyone there, you know what I'm talking about. And that just stuck all these years with me. And I thought, you know, when we built this home 6 years ago, I wanted a home that I could live here forever. There's a terrace level below. I wanted someone to be able to live there if I was alone or Jack was alone, so that they could take care of us in our home. And that cost a lot of money. So I want to live off my income, not my savings. And so that's a huge why for ASEA, right? Unlimited income. So any other comments? We probably just one other quick, yes, Ruth?
Can I just add one thing really fast? It's just the thing that made me cry. The first thing that really got me was that what I loved about ASEA was Trish and the way she goes around the world healing people. That one made me cry.
And right now she's at the beach playing for a couple of weeks. So good on her. Ruth, did you want to say something?
Yeah, Sheri, thank you so much for your insight, but your terrific questions for us to question ourselves. I have the last 2 years, I had identified two foundations that I want to start someday. So those are in my long-term. I don't talk about it a lot because I want to be the one to start those. So they are pretty detailed already in that. But just having you ask these questions, when I started in ASEA, I was one of those people at the bottom who didn't have dreams anymore because I didn't believe in myself at all. And Cindy Buck is the person, that's one reason I'm on this call today, that was asking me these questions like you ask, that were doing those qualifying questions, but as we went along with the event, asking me deeper questions to dig deeper. And that's what set up a belief again in my, in that dreams could come true, watching other people and seeing that they were achieving some things. So, I have them lined out, but I love how you specifically ask clarifying questions about this, because some of the people on this call may not have their answers yet, like I do. I mean, I have them all down, but just digging into that, maybe tomorrow, maybe it'll come to them tonight. So thank you so much.
Well, I've been working on this for several days, my own, and I'll just look down and read just one in between phone calls. Just read one and let it just sit in there. And, otherwise you'll get up in the morning and you won't pick up that phone, or you won't send that email or that text. You'll just pull back. And if you look down and read this, maybe it'll make you keep going forward in life.
Excellent, Sheri. And we'll wrap up the call. I just want to make one comment before we wrap it up. I wrote, when you said, one of the questions you wrote down was, you asked was, what motivates you? I think that was one of the questions. And I wrote down, knowing that I am making a positive difference in the lives of other people. And what that does is when people reject you, it's like, dude, you know what? You have no idea what I'm all about. You know what I mean? It makes the rejection process easier because they don't understand.
They don't get it. My neighbor, 3.5 months, now 4, with pneumonia after COVID. And I finally opened up my mouth again. They won't even pick up the phone. And I'm like, why don't you listen?
Yeah.
But we all get it. We all get people saying no. And the thing is, they're not rejecting you, Cindy.
Yeah.
They're rejecting their own beliefs.
Right.
They haven't done enough of this.
Right.
And they live in a little box of doctors, drugs, and surgery. And it's just hard when they stay in that box. And we're so far outside that box. Yeah. But it's not about us. It's about their limited beliefs. And that's hard.
And oftentimes when they question our intention, that's their business. I can't control what they question, but I can control what motivates me. And as long as my intention is to make a positive difference in the lives of other people, then you know what? The rejection just rolls off the back.
Well, this neighbor down here, when his wife was sick, said, "You're just trying to make money off of me," and wouldn't even listen. And a month later, she was gone. And it's like, I think it's so hard on me because they don't listen. If anybody ever figures out how to make people's minds open up and be more open to to listening to new ideas, but someday they're going to look back and say, "I should have listened."
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Well, fabulous training today. Thank you, Sheri, so much. And tomorrow we have Sheri's incredible husband. So make sure you come back to the same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow morning. So Sheri, thank you so much. Everybody have a fantastic day.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Fabulous training.